shenanigans as well. But he got his. All right, all right. Welcome to Red Solo Sports. Woo. And we have a first half to discuss. We've got a little bit of everything. We got to get it to you quick. All right. Look, we're going to start off from where everybody is thinking and what is Shador going to do? Well, he did everything he needed to be honest. He, look, he showcased that he belongs in the league. And I truly believe that's what he wanted to do. And that's what the Browns want to do for him. So they can use him as trade bait. If he starts, people will lose their jobs. That's what's going to happen. So they need to get him some enough collateral that he can go to the Saints. He's going to the Saints. I truly believe a team is going to scoop him up. First half wise, Bryce Young. Hey, dude found his footing. All right. It took him getting benched. It took him getting some bumps on the road. And to be honest, I like that out of QB. I need my QB to go through a bit of adversity. That's that builds good QBs. Tom Brady, sixth round, had to sit behind Drew Bledsoe. Big Ben Roethlisberger, uh, he started off great, but he got his ass kicked in Miami of Ohio. No O-line. I mean, think about these quarterbacks. Joe Burrow, bird at the depth chart, bird in the depth chart at Ohio State. I mean, you Joe Flacco out of Delaware. I mean, the good QBs went through some stuff. Russell Wilson, hell, he was a third rounder. They didn't plan on him starting. Patrick Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith for a year. If you look at the if you look at the track record, just of quarterbacks that win, they all had to go through something. They had to be baptized in adversity. And in Shador's case, and hell, even in Bryce Young's case, you got two quarterbacks that got, you know, baptized in adversity. And those are two teams I will be keeping an eye on throughout the season. I really like to see where they go. Now, was it against vanilla defenses? Of course. All right. Shador didn't play against starters. We know this. All right. No, we're not sitting over here starting the parade. Okay. But I like what he saw. He has some nice touch throws. And, he's got to learn to throw that ball away at times. But he's he's speedy in a weird way. In a weird way. But he's got great elusiveness. No, he's not Kyler Murray fast. He's not Cam Newton big. Hell, he's not Lamar Jackson. Well, nobody's Lamar Jackson fast. But yeah, he's got some elusiveness, which he needs because as a quarterback, he's a bit undersized. Okay. But you look on the other side of the field and you see Bryce Young. Hey, he was out there. Bryce Young is slinging that ball. He needed two series, and they said, "All right, yeah, you're good." He was good after two series. But for Shador, in that first half, you can't miss wide open receivers in the flat. What are we doing? Okay, and these are against second and third stringers. You think you'll get away with that crap during the season? No. Look, if you see somebody wide the open, you you have to hit them. Somebody's getting in trouble if that's not a completion. Either the quarterback got it late or the receiver's hands were just for decoration. It's one of two things. It's one or two. So, oh, and let's talk about the early game shenanigans as well. How are you ejecting two players? And it's the first game of the season, of preseason. I mean, Hall of Fame game was the Hall of Fame game, and we had games before, but first week, two players. Like I don't know if the league is on the low trying to tighten things up, which is fine. But this is preseason. People are fighting for jobs. People are fighting for livelihoods. They're trying to put food on the table. Now Xavier Leggett, he's good. He doesn't care about getting ejected. He's second round. What? He might have been the first round draft pick. Like I don't know, but him and his extremely southern speech isn't going anywhere on the Cleveland on the not Cleveland on the Carolina roster. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. But Jenkins, the 9-year vet, that's not a situation you want to be in. Okay, and I don't know why they pulled them, but you cannot afford getting into situations like that. Okay, you got to be who you can afford to be. Xavier Leggett, if he gets kicked out, hey, he's not worried about getting cut. Now, if he does get cut, hey, pull this up, clip it, whatever y'all want to do. But Jenkins, I just you can't do stuff like that, man. Like you, you're not in that position, and the refs, we can blame them, but technically they can pull you out, and helmets were off. So if this is a message or whatnot, we'll find out in future games. Houston Texans, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. NFL Network. Mark your calendars. All right. But yeah, I don't think that's a good move for Jenkins. It's not great because you're expendable. You can't have expendable players doing bonehead moves. You know, they've got somebody cheaper and younger right behind you. And now we're gonna circle back to some more Cleveland stuff. Hey, he did good in the red zone. I didn't see anything that really stood out that said the pressure was too high, the lights got too big or too bright. Uh, it was good. It was good. Not great. Not great. But it was good. He was ready for what was coming at him, which is what we want to see from week one. He- That's what he did. Now everybody's on his hype train. Said, yeah, he balled. Yes, he balled out. He balled out. Let's not forget who he's playing against. He's playing against a lot of dudes that won't be there when the season starts. Let's hold that there. I don't believe Cleveland played their whole starting 11 on defense, but against the competition that they put in front of him, he played exceptionally. You can't take that from him. Like his elusiveness, I mean, the only knock I really had was his throwing accuracy, and that time he ran 40 yards to lose two. Like, if you run that far back, throw that ball away. Okay, got to get rid of it. Got to get rid of it. Yeah, you only lost 2 yards, but mm, can't have that happen. Those D ends are just going to get faster once you start playing first string players. So, but other than that, you had some good touch throws. Uh, Saints, give the Sanders a call already. Call Dion. Call somebody. Hey, put him back in the black and gold. All right. You all need quarterback help, and Cleveland's got you know one for every day but Sunday. So somebody has got to keep moving. I don't see it being feasible to hold that many quarterbacks on your roster. Like that can't work during the season. Now, Kenny Pickett's gone. Okay, I, he's just there for a visit. He's on. It's weekend at Bernie. He's just there to be there. His first QB cut will be Kenny Pickett. All right, he's out man out. Can't get rid of Gabriel. Joe Flacco, no. Hell, he took y'all to the playoffs. He beat out a guy that died on the field for comeback player of the year. He didn't go anywhere. No. So that's two. You got your door. And Deshaun Watson, well, y'all kind of just stuck with it. Well, he already got paid, so hey, look, I don't know. I don't know. Right now he's in rehab, and who knows what he's doing with those nurses. But we're not gonna go too far on that. We are not. But I think what's really being not emphasized enough is Shador isn't taking the sacks like he did in Colorado, and that's good. And you got to see how he played without arguably one of the best receivers in the league or in college. And Travis is gone, and he still went out there and commanded that offense. So let's not sleep on Carolina. I'm not saying the playoffs or anything like that. I'm just happy to see that Bryce Young uh is kind of growing into himself. It's showing, yeah, there's a reason I was the number one pick. Is he better than Stroud? Fuck out of here. No. But he's a he's a serviceable quarterback. And who knows how the chips fall. I mean, this is a crazy league. You get some motivation, you you start winning some games, and that takes you a long way. That moxie that you receive after winning a few close games, blowing a few teams out, hey, you you feel a certain type of way. You 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 exude that onto the field, and that's I believe what Cleveland needs. I mean, not Cleveland. Carolina needs uh just just a little more moxie. And, hey, if they keep playing the way they're playing, hey, who knows? Who knows? Don't forget though, you still got Baker Mayfield in that conference. You say what you want to about him. Once he left Cleveland, it was a complete 180. All right, and if things go the way I want them, Carolina will also have Shador in that conference. That hasn't happened yet, but somebody's gonna scoop his ass up because a lot of these first round quarterbacks or people that went before him are hot garbage. Hot garbage. Hell, I watched some training camps from Slaw. They're bad with the Saints. Dylan Gabriel is a turnover machine. Okay, just make a 3D printer. Just put Taylor Slaw and Dylan Gabriel, 3D printer. You want picks? You'll make them. Like, now it's still halftime, so I haven't really got to evaluate Gabriel. But at this point, Shador showed out so much. Who gives a rip? Like, no. Shador secured his, in the least, he secured his spot on the team. Okay. Now, he hasn't secured uh, a starting job, but like we mentioned earlier with Russell Wilson, he wasn't supposed to start. Third round pick. But guess what? You show up for preseason, this is where names are made. Victor Cruz, preseason. Preseason. So, hey, we got stars out here that are about to show up, and you get to see them first. But take everything with a grain of salt because everybody that they're playing and everything that the Browns were doing and that the Panthers were doing with vanilla defenses. Okay, so we can't take too much on it. But the things I was looking for were the poise and the accuracy. Hey, you went through and off the first series. Did you pout? No. Those are the small things that show me, hey, are you a quarterback for this league? Okay. Because if you're over there having a hissy fit over 3 and out, it's gonna be a long day at the office. Every day at the office. How, how quick can you bounce back? Like, and special teams help. That muff punt did put Shador in the red zone, but we got to see red zone accuracy. He saw the windows; they closed fast, and he was on the money. And then drove them down the field next drive. That's all I need to see. So hopefully Cleveland doesn't do Cleveland things, but it's Cleveland. It's Cleveland, and I believe the quarterback landscape in the NFL is secure. I think we got some good boys out there, and hell, I can't wait for week 1. So buckle up, pour one up. This is Red Solo, baby. Hey, check me out on the YouTubes or whatever. Yeah, whatever they got out there. All right, now.